Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review. You know how we roll, and it's the end of a box. And weirdly, I got a receipt today saying my new box is coming, but it's not going to be here for a couple of days at least. Well, sometimes they take up to a week to get here, but hopefully it will be a couple of days. We'll see how we go. But we're doing the last one of the single hopped beers from Beer 52. And we are going over here, Barcelona, which is, there's two. It's that one, Basqueland. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like Madrid, but who knows? I'll check the label. That is it for that magazine. So it says we're off to the Midlands next. So yeah, when that comes, I'll do another unboxing video like we do. Anyway, the beer for tonight is here. If I get out of the way, it should focus. Well, it should focus and say Basqueland. Come on, my dude. Why are you not focusing? There we go. Basqueland, and this is called Midnight Sun. It's a single hopped stout, and there's a sort of arid kind of desert. It looks a bit like the Grand Canyon, but I imagine places in Spain are very similar. Actually brewed in Spain, which is good. And it says, oh God, what the hell does that say? Glibcoa? Couldn't you just say Madrid or something? Barcelona, something like that. And then imported by beer52.com. We have the ingredients here. If I can read, God, my eyes are getting very bad. Where's the English, man? There we go. Right, oats, but no wheat. Okay, that is cool. Nice. 6.2% on the ABV, which is good. Oh, look, this is good. I like this. So it's a 330, which is, for you in the Americas, the 11th ounce can. 11 fluid ounces, of course, because normal ounces, dry ounces, and fluid ounces are different, and American ounces are different to imperial ounces. Ugh, gets very, very confusing. I do the metric system for most stuff these days, apart from pints. I like pints. And yeah, weirdly, our pints in the UK are different to your pints in the USA. We have bigger pints. So if you ever come over, you American GIs and all that kind of stuff, for it is D-Day tomorrow, 80 years ago that was. Yeah, and you ask for a pint. If you drink 5 pints, you've probably actually drunk 6 of your pints. So, hey, thank me later. It's all my idea. Right, let us get this bad boy. Well, let's get it open for a start, and let's get this into a glass. And as usual, I managed to get some spray on my hand, which is never a good idea. Oh God, look at that. Dirty. I need to speak to the cleaner. Have words with the cleaner, my God. How can you do this kind of stuff to my drinking vessels? Outrageous, you know. Boom. Okay, so do that first. That's over a finger's head. And look at that colour, my God. It's like chocolate. It's absolutely nuts. And let me do one of these things. Oh God, how are we going to do this? It would help if I could juggle. There we go, Midnight Sun thingy, and a bit of a cheeky grin. And that will be on the front of the video, but you'll know that already. Oh my God, lovely, lovely stuff. So yeah, pretty dark. Not quite black. It never is really, because once you go black, you never come back. Shrinking head, getting down to about a finger, I think half a finger even. Looks a bit like a crunchy bar, and one of those honeycomb type bars. They've got quite a good amount of carbonation and stuff. And like I say, it's got the oats in, which is good because oats in a stout is pretty traditional. That's what a lot of places do. Maybe not what they did back in the day, but Guinness does it a lot. So hey, and that's the most famous stout in the world, isn't it? Wow, my God, dark, rich, bit of coffee. It almost smells like aggregate, like gravel or something like that. It's going to be proper dirty. But it also has a bit of sweetness in there, which is cool. Weirdly, oh, I didn't say what the hops was. Did it say on here? It just says single hop. The hop they used is Chinook. Chinook hops. If you remember that rant I had the other day about the sea hops, Chinook is another sea hop from the west coast of America that they used to use in IPAs and stuff. It's kind of got that west coast thing, so bit of pine, bit of sort of grassiness, there's a bit of kind of, if I remember rightly, sort of grapefruit pithy kind of thing. Will I be able to tell the difference in a stout? I don't know. There's an old adage that says you can chuck any kind of hop you like into a stout because you're probably not going to taste it. So I'm wondering if Basqueland, who do usually kind of more kind of modern style beers, have absolutely chucked a shed load of hops in here. That would be good, meaning it's a bit more like a black IPA, which I love. But my God, that's one dark beer. It smells dark, everything's dark, 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 dark. And that is, I've got this down here. We've got chocolate malt, we've got flake toast, we've got Carafa Special 3, which is the dark one, the coffee one. Crystal Extra Dark, which is nuts. Dextrin, something called DRC or DRG. No, it's a DRC. Don't know what that is. And obviously it's got some pale malt in there, which is crazy. If you've liked this video so far, if I've entertained you, please think about clicking like. It does help me out. Consider joining the Jonna Army, and then you'll never miss another of my reviews. But I tend to do a review every now and then. I've been lazy of late, and I'll be going to the pub actually, so it's been every other day. But hey, I upload quite often. Cheers and beers. Oh my God. Oh, interesting. I had quite a big sip there initially, which is my want, dear viewer. It's what I like doing. But I was instantly had a lot of sweetness, and as I swallowed, it was like, wow, this is really. And then instantly the sweetness went, no, darkness. Wah! It's like when there's a thunderstorm and the lightning and the thunder are very close together sometimes, and that basically means that the lightning is getting very close to you. So be careful. But it's like flash bang, you know. So sweet and then obscenely dark. And by that I'm meaning really dark chocolate, the darkest chocolate you can probably imagine, which is probably good for you. But nobody wants to eat that stuff because it's got no sort of sweetness to it. This is instantly into the darkness, grittiness there, but there is some flavour there too, some hop flavour actually. But it is very much in the background, and it sort of goes green, and then maybe it goes a little bit kind of zesty, but it's like the merest hint of zestiness or fruitiness, perhaps that kind of thing. Because this one is all about those dark malts. I'm also getting coffee, and weirdly, I thought this was going to taste a lot like coffee. Um, Maybe roast is the better way of terming it, and it's because it's the roast malts, and sometimes they taste a little bit like coffee. Obviously, it isn't coffee. Some beers have coffee in, but this one doesn't. Um, wow, that's an epic beer, man, and it's 6.2. Did I say? Yep, 6.2% on the ABV as well. Sometimes having a small can does play dividends on you, if you know what I mean. Cheers and beers. Let's go back in. Oh, yeah, sweet, like really sweet, sickly sweet, and then boom. Oh, actually, that's interesting. The second sip, it didn't drop me straight into the heart of darkness this time. Um, it is dark, it is gritty, it's got that sort of about it, which I actually quite like in my stouts. Um, but then there's that weird zesty thing going on in the background, which my brain is kind of is saying this isn't right. This isn't what a stout should be like. It's basically like a strong, dry stout, which is good, but it's got hops in too. Would I be able to say, yeah, these are definitely the Chinook hops? Probably not. Um, would I be able to say there's dark malt in there, chocolate malt, black patent malt, dirty malt of doom? Yes. Um, and it's got that oily thing going on. Look at the side of the glass. My God, that looks like some metal band's name written in head. It's just, you know, those albums where you've no idea what it says, but it's probably some satanic rune. That's what this bad boy is all about. Wow, look at that colour running down the glass. Absolutely ridiculous and oily and all that kind of nonsense. I reckon they have put quite a lot of hops in there. Look at those lines. That, I don't know, it just looks evil. That stuff down at the bottom. My God. It looks like, I don't know, some Arabic or, some crazy sort of writing that people for thousands of years didn't even think was writing because it was so nuts and crazy. Wow. That is a serious beer. That really is. Is it the best beer? Like I've said this a few times this week and the previous week or so, whenever I started drinking these beers. Um, is dark beer the best beer to show off a single hop? In my book, no. Is it a good beer? Oh yes, I like this one. Midnight Sun by Basqueland, and yeah, that is quite a good way to finish this single hop series. Hopefully, I keep saying it every month. I say it. I'll do a beer of the box kind of thing. But last month with the London ones, was it London? Oh no, it was Northern Monk, wasn't it? Last time. I'll have to do that one. The London one, I'm probably not going to do because that none of them were made in London. Like it was absolutely ridiculous. These ones, single hop beers all over the world. Some of them weren't brewed where they were supposed to be brewed, but enough of them were. And I think the beer I've had tonight is going to do really well. This has been your loving Uncle Jonah, belching so you don't have to. I'll be back. I'll be back, like Arnie always says, with another beer review real soon. Not promising it's going to be tomorrow, but it will be real soon. Take care.